is there a sneaky window that could be open in the Eastern Conference?
Yeah, I think we have a legitimate shot, man. As I said, as long as we're healthy. Dude, what team are we scared of at the top? And then when you look at who we play versus who other teams play, I know that a lot of teams at the top of the conference end up playing against each other towards the end of the season, and we don't really have that issue. We're not going up against the cream of the crop, and other people are. So if teams kind of beat up on each other, and to your point earlier, the Celtics take care of business against the teams that they need to take care of business against, and getting home court in the playoffs, I think is very doable. So it depends on what you mean by window, what the sneaky window is. Is it like make it to the finals?
I'm saying making a finals. I'm saying a sneaky finals run. That's the window I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think so, man. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe. Like when we get up by 20 points now, I no longer start like panicking and sweating. So that's a good thing.
Like I look around the East, right? And so I think right now, if I had to handicap it, I think Milwaukee and Miami to me are probably the two that if I absolutely had to put money on the line, those are the two right now, knowing their current circumstances, what I would probably put my money on happening. But you look at Miami and like there's one side of the argument where they're as good as they are, yet their best 6 or 7 guys have played a total of about a game and a half together. Mm-hmm. Now, you can obviously look at it as a very positive thing, but also on the other side, like when it's crunch time and these guys haven't played together, maybe that's not such a good thing, even though they've been able to keep, the boat afloat and find guys like Max Strus and, one of the Martin brothers. I forget which one it is, so I'm not going to mess up that name, but one of the Martin twins, he's on their team doing well. So, they've got that going for them. The Bulls, like to your point, like I think the Bulls are a great story. I think, even without Lonzo, Caruso, Levine's been in and out, like the fact that they're still the 1 seed just blows my mind. Like they've surpassed my expectations. I was wrong on what I thought they were going to be, but I think I'm still picking the Celtics in a series against the Bulls. You know what I mean? Like, keep going down the list. 76ers, I know Harden hasn't come back. We just beat them by 50. Of course, I'm super scared of, Harden and Embiid. They just click and they go supernova. I think their ceiling puts them, right up under that Miami Bucks, but there's still time for them to gel. The Bucks, their big three can go up against anybody. They got the championship pedigree. They, we know who they are. We saw them in the postseason last year. Giannis is probably the best player in the league, or second best, third best, whatever you want to classify that as. But their depth isn't great. They traded DiVincenzo. Connaughton goes down right after. They're relying on a lot of Grayson Allen, Wes Matthews, and Bobby Portis. Brook Lopez might not come back. Who knows what Ibaka's got left. Cavs, great story. Love them. Darius Garland's awesome. If you're not watching the Cavs, make them a league pass appointment. Trust me, you're not going to be disappointed. Celtics are beating them in the first round. Celtics are beating them in a playoff series if they play them. They're the only team above us. They're the only team above us that I feel 100% the Celtics are beating. Everyone else, I think they can beat, but I'm also could probably make an argument for the other way. But you lay all that out, and it kind of breaks the right way, and the Celtics are still healthy. I mean, I feel like it's hard to make the argument that there's not at least a little bit of a window. And if they get those breaks, they may smash through that window and end up in the finals, which seems crazy where we were a couple of weeks ago and the way we were talking about this team. But it's starting to feel a little less and less crazy.